So I want to hear your origin story, how you and your sister got this all started, and how did it all start? And again, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan and Vanessa, for the invitation. Really happy to be here. Uh, like anything, I think like any entrepreneur, when something happens, at least in our case, it was very much something that snowballed, right? It didn't happen overnight. And so, as you shared, my sister and I, we are originally from the beautiful Yakima Valley. And as you know, there's a lot of agriculture in central Washington. And because of that, there's a significant Mexican immigrant population that immigrated as farm workers. And so that's how my family ended up in Washington State. And so we grew up going back and forth between Washington and Michoacan. And one of the things that I'm really grateful is that I got to see these two sides, because these two countries are very much part of my identity, the US and Mexico. But one of the things is that as we would, as we got older and we could drink, we would bring bottles of mezcal to share with our family and friends. And we noticed that there wasn't a lot of mezcal, specifically Michoacan mezcal in the US. And we can get into as to why that's the case. And so my sister and I were like, well, there's got to be an importer or somebody that's like bringing Michoacan mezcal. And we started doing some research, and we quickly realized that there wasn't much available, but also too that a lot of the folks that were in that space telling the story of mezcal weren't necessarily people that were telling the story from our perspective, from our community. And that's when I'll never forget my sister saying like, well, why not us? Like, and that is a very simple question, but a very powerful question.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond.